Hello everyone, this is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting video, and in this video I'm going to be playing some AI Dungeon 2. I'm going to be continuing where I left off in my previous Ultimate Volition video, Topsoil versus Mio. In this battle, I am playing as Topsoil, a fighter who wants to become the most powerful fighter in the multiverse, and I'm going up against Mio, a fox girl who's trying to solve world hunger. I believe that this fight's going to be pretty epic. I got some requests from fans saying that they wanted to see how this fight ends. So without further ado, I'm going to start up the 30-minute timer and we're going to continue where this battle left off. If you guys haven't seen part 1, I highly recommend that you check it out. I do have a playlist on the channel where you're able to check out all of our Ultimate Volition videos. Without further ado, let's hop right on in. Well, I guess before I start, real quick, in case you don't know what Ultimate Volition is a competition in which two competitors with 3 superpowers, an offensive power for dealing damage, a defensive power for protecting from damage, and a special ability that allow them to get an upper hand on their opponent, essentially a trump card, faced off against each other in a battle to the death, and the winner receives 1 wish. So, that's all you really need to know about Ultimate Volition. I'm playing as Topsoil, I'm facing off against Mio. This is part 2, check out part 1, let's get started. Okay. Let's read the last action from the previous episode. You attempt to channel as much energy into your body as possible, to manipulate the earth around you into an exoskeleton, to help you regain your mobility and to increase your ability to superhuman levels. You've never done anything like this before, but you know that your power to manipulate the earth should allow you to do a lot more than just create barriers. You close your eyes and begin to meditate. You focus on the energy flowing throughout your body, and you try to feel it in every part of your body. You then focus on the ground below you. You try to visualize the minuscule, tiny little particles that make up the ground. Let's see. You concentrate and focus all of your energy on trying to summon a suit of earth exoskeleton armor. You need to hurry. There's only a matter of time before Mio strikes again. So, in the previous episode, we learned that Mio isn't just a fox girl. She's like a super strong kitsune, which is a fox demon, and that she's strong enough to like throw cars and stuff. So she's a pretty impressive fighter. You feel your body begin to tingle, as if you've just stepped into a bathtub filled with tiny needles. You open your eyes and almost jump when you see that you're now encased in shiny metal armor. Whoa. Metal armor? That's not what I expected. You're impressed that your ability to manipulate Earth has allowed you to manipulate the natural metals inside of the Earth into a suit of armor to help you face off against Mio. Okay. You say, Mio, I am surprised by your demonic strength, but you are no match for a true warrior. I fight only to get stronger, regardless of your demon heritage. You still lack the strength to fight only to get stronger. So that's like a big conflict between Topsoil and Mio, is that Mio is like, I fight for others because I want to solve world hunger and I hate the idea of people starving. And Topsoil is like, no, I fight to get stronger. That's my whole thing. I'm trying to become the strongest there is, and anyone who doesn't fight to get stronger is pathetic and doesn't understand what truly matters in life. Fight, you fool! Mio approaches you and attempts to claw your eyes out, but you block her tiny, disgusting hands with your massive gauntlet hands. I will crush you, you say. Your voice is amplified by your helmet, and it sounds ominous and threatening. Interesting. I'm going to attempt to grab both of Mio's arms and to rip Mio in half. You yell, metallic stretcher. Division slam. So I'm thinking that the AI might take advantage of the name Division Slam and have me not only rip Mio in half, but also slam each half of Mio's body into the ground. You lunge at Mio and grab her by the arms. You pull back and begin to exert an almost unnatural force on her frail little arms. You rip her in half with ease. This is the power of a true shonen main character. The game is like, this is anime as fuck. Let's see. So I'm going to change it to, this is the power of true strength. Okay. So I would say starting this episode off pretty much near the end of the previous fight. It's kind of interesting. I'm trying to remember what happened right before this. I remember she like lifted up a big car. Yeah, and she broke the knees of my golem. I'm pretty sure that my character was like almost about to lose. So I'm starting this one essentially turning it all around and winning. But that doesn't mean that we're done with the adventure just yet. Just because you win the Ultimate Volition Tournament doesn't mean that you can't like keep going and see what happens after you win. So I'm going to say, so announcer, I believe it is clear that I have proven myself worthy of my wish. Announce me the victor of the Ultimate Volition Tournament. Yeah. So, I don't know. What do you guys think of how it ended? I think it's cool that I was able to create like metal armor rather than just earth armor. You hear the announcer say, "It's official. Jacob McDaniels has slain Mio Jago and proven himself worthy of his wish." Jacob McDaniels? The game's like, Topsoil isn't your real name. So I'll accept that. Jacob Topsoil McDaniels. Because that sounds fun. A lot of people have their like nickname become their middle name or whatever. Yes, I'm victorious. You pump your fist into the air. It was a good fight. But it would have been better if Mio understood the true value of strength. You gotta rub the topsoil in the wounds. So my thing is that Topsoil is definitely like the bad guy, I would say. Like in the battle between Topsoil and Mio definitely is like the hero of the story. So Topsoil, even if he wins, I think is still, it makes sense for him to kind of be a dick. Let's see. So I'm going to wish for, ooh, yeah. I'm going to wish to become the strongest fighter in the multiverse. Because, I mean, we won the tournament, so hit me up with that wish. Okay. Alright. I wish to be granted the ability to become an unparalleled warrior. I want to become the strongest fighter in the multiverse. You hear a booming voice say, "Your wish has been granted, but let's hope you can handle it." I'll show you. Okay. So, I'm going to say, who dares to question whether or not I can handle true power? I am now the strongest being in the multiverse. If anyone questions my might, they can prove themselves in the ring. Okay, so more or less, I'm picking a fight with really anybody right now. I won the Ultimate Volition Tournament, but now that I'm the strongest fighter in the multiverse, I'm ready to take down anyone. Also, excuse me, my apologies for the burp. Your voice sounds more like that of a demonic tyrant than your own. The crowd goes silent. Your body begins to twist, contort, and deform into a massive, hulking, muscled warrior. I'm going to say, I'll take the silence of the crowd as recognition of my all-powerful status. I have achieved what many only dream of. I have accomplished my goal of absolute perfection. No fighter can dare ever defeat me now. I call out into the multiverse. If anyone wants to challenge me, come here right now, and I'll rip you to shreds. Okay. So I'm pretty hyped. Like, I'm excited to see where this is gonna go. You wait for a challenger to come to you. One doesn't seem likely to show up. Well, it looks like you've achieved your goal. Congratulations! You've beaten the story mode of Volition. However, the challenges don't end here. The story mode of Volition. Ultimate Volition story mode. Let's see. So the game's pretty much saying you're now like the strongest being in the multiverse, but no one wants to challenge you. So now I'm going to challenge the gods in order to prove that I am the strongest being in the multiverse. Yeah. So no one came to challenge me, so now I'm just going to challenge the gods directly. I will challenge the gods themselves if I have to, you yell out. Suddenly everything turns black. You find yourself floating in a void of darkness. You feel as if you are being watched by a malevolent presence. You attempt to look around, but can't see anything. True strength does not hide in shadow. Those who are worthy of power show themselves to their adversaries. Face me, gods. Face your demise. You hear a loud, thunderous noise. You see a single bolt of lightning appear in the air in front of you. A loud bell rings in your ear. The lightning bolt splits into more bolts, which form into the shape of a circle. I hear the bell. I imagine that means our fight is about to begin. The circle of lightning. This must be our arena. Challenger, show yourself. Let me look upon the face of the god that I will now kill with my bare hands. Ding 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 ding. The lightning circle disappears, and you see a room that is much brighter than the one you are in now. You can't see in great detail, but you can get a general idea of what's around you. So, you decided to brighten up the place. Whether it is bright or dark does not concern me. Show yourself so that our battle may commence. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Suddenly a loud yell fills the air. You are temporarily deafened as the sound pounds against your eardrums. You see a massive figure appear in front of you. He carries a large club that he swings at you. Okay. Ballin'. I'm going to attempt to punch straight through the club in order to shatter the club and to prevent myself from being hit by it. Yeah, so it's interesting if this is a god, like the figure that I'm fighting, that they'd be using a massive club. You thrust your fist forward with all the force you can muster, which successfully breaks the club in two. The figure doesn't relent and swings his hand towards your head. Okay. Ballin'. You attempt to grab the wrist of the figure's swinging hand and to spin around in order to toss the figure high into the air. You yell, "Whirlwind of death, spinning hell gate." Yeah, it mentioned that I gained like a muscular, like demonic form when I became like the strongest being in the multiverse. Suddenly the room becomes brighter. You see that you're in a coliseum from ancient times. A massive cheering crowd surrounds you. You have no idea how you got here, but you see that the figure that was attacking you is now in the air and being spun around rapidly. Awesome. So I succeeded in doing what I wanted to do, but now I'm in like a coliseum. I'm going to say, there you are. You're mine now. You attempt to launch yourself into the air and to smack the figure back down towards the ground like a volleyball. You yell, "Meteor from hell. Apocalyptic smackdown." Okay, so let's see how this goes. You fail to launch yourself high enough and get hit by the figure instead. You are sent hurtling towards the ground and break your legs on the fall. The figure lands on its back and looks up at you. You move in for the finishing blow, and then you wake up. Huh. Okay. You look around confused by what just happened. You check to see if your legs are okay. So interesting. When I tried to like jump into the air, I like the idea of like the figure coming back down and like punching me. Like instead of me smacking the figure's like boom. And then when I hit the ground hard enough to break my legs. But that still doesn't keep me from like approaching my opponent. Like I like that Topsoil wouldn't give up even with broken legs. I imagine I'm just like crawling in my muscular, like demonic form, trying to like get to my opponent, and then I just kind of pass out. You look down and see that your legs are perfectly fine. You touch them just to make sure and feel no pain at all. In fact, you feel nothing but the softness of the bed that you're laying in. You sit up and look around. Okay, so I'm going to check to see that I am still in my demonic muscular form. Yeah, just because I'm in a bed and I'm healed doesn't mean that, like, I didn't win the Ultimate Volition Tournament, and it doesn't mean that I'm not, like, super strong. You stand up and walk around. You feel perfectly fine, though you notice that your body now feels much different. Your body has become that of a normal human being. You stand at about 6 feet tall, and your muscles have been replaced with fat. What? I'm going to get rid of the part where it says you explore your surroundings. I'm going to say, curses. What witchcraft is this? I won the Ultimate Volition Tournament. I attained true strength. I became the strongest being in the multiverse. How did I become a normal human again? What's going on? Okay, so this is something that would definitely upset Topsoil. Like, it would be something where it's like, no, I achieved everything that I wanted to, only to lose it and not know why. Suddenly you hear huge footsteps coming towards your room. You look around for a place to hide, but there's nowhere to go. You hear the door to your room being kicked open, and you see a massive figure standing in the doorway. I knew you'd eventually come back. I'm going to say, what have you done to me? What happened to my power? I was the strongest in the multiverse. One thing that could be interesting is if I'm now in a world that's like beyond the multiverse, and it's like you are the strongest in the multiverse still, but there are like mini multiverses, and here this is what you look like. I think that would be like an interesting idea. Where it's like there's still like way more that you can do. There's still like more power you can attain, kind of thing. But let's see what direction it goes in. The figure walks towards you. It is a massive 6.5 foot tall man whose muscles are about to rip through his skin. His face is covered with a massive beard, and his hair is wild. He wears leather armor and an iron helmet. Excuse me. He wears an iron helmet, but I can still tell that his hair is wild. I wonder if his hair sticks out the top, like a mohawk or something. I'm going to say, answer me. What happened to my power? Where is my strength? Okay, let's see where this goes. The man walks up to you and strokes your head. It's over, my little one. The great demon lord is dead. He was killed by a lowly mercenary and his allies. You punch the man in the gut, and he falls backwards. Don't you dare call me a little one. I may not look it anymore, but I certainly wish to become the strongest in the multiverse. I don't know if my appearance actually indicates that I have lost my strength. I may just have multiple forms, but my strength still may be unrivaled. Let's see. I'm going to attempt to transform back into my muscular demon form. So I'm pretty hyped. I especially like the fact that I punched him in the gut or whatever. You close your eyes and attempt to will yourself to transform. You take a deep breath and then open your eyes. Nothing has happened. You begin to cry as you realize there's nothing that can be done. You're a human, plain and simple. You stop crying, knowing that you have no time for tears. You look at the man that you just punched in the gut. You still can't help but believe that regardless of your human form, that you still possess great strength. Strength is all that matters to you. You set out on a journey to find a wizard who can help you unlock your demon form. You believe that maybe you reverted to a human form in order to heal from having your legs injured in battle. Yeah, because I think that could be possible. It could be a situation where I broke my legs, I passed out from essentially the pain of my broken legs, my body went from being a demon to being a human, and then when in my human form, I was able to re-heal my legs quickly, but at the sacrifice of my demon form. If I can get my demon form back, then that won't matter. I'll get my strength back, and strength is all that matters to Topsoil. I'm not going to let this handicap stop me. I will unlock my full potential regardless of what others may say. You wander the countryside in search of a wizard who is powerful enough to perform such a feat. Let's see. You ask all the travelers you pass for instructions on how to get to the most powerful wizard in the land. You get a few different directions, but one man tells you to seek out the wizard Evergloom and offers a piece of advice. Okay? You listen to the man's advice. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. I kind of like the idea of getting a wish and then losing your wish, but being I didn't actually lose it. The power must still be within me. There's some way that I can unlock it. I like Topsoil's desperation and his dedication to his mission to become the strongest. I like that even when he was the strongest, he was but now I have to prove that I'm the strongest. Evergloom is a very dangerous place, not at all that different from the infernal plane. It's a cold, dark, and gloomy place. But, seeing as how you're going to seek out the wizard anyway, I might as well tell you how to get inside without getting yourself killed. Okay? You listen to the man's guidance on how to get, to the wizard of Evergloom without being killed. The man offers to tell you how to get inside Evergloom if you can answer a riddle for him. Very well. I shall allow you to ask me a single question, as we do not have much time. You may use the single question to try to spare your life. Is that the riddle? I can't tell, like, who said that. I want to get rid of that, I guess. Because I don't understand where he's coming from. Just continue after he says, he offers to tell you how to get inside Evergloom if you can answer a riddle for him. Very well, he says. So if a demon without pride walked into a bar, then asked the bartender for some lemonade, how would the bartender respond? Your mind races as you try to figure out the answer to his riddle. Never mind. What? No, don't do that. Let me try and figure out the answer to the riddle. Or, I guess, don't get rid of the part where it says never mind. He can still say that. But then you should go. Do you still want me to answer your riddle? Or are you going to just tell me what I need to know to survive in Evergloom? Let's see. So impatient. Alright, I'll tell you. Demons have souls. Oh wait, he said demons don't have souls. Oh, that's the timer. Let's finish this little part. Demons don't have souls, so they can't enjoy anything, especially the taste of lemonade. Demons can't appreciate the simple things in life. Now, you go have some fun with your friends. You look like you need it. Okay, so he's saying demons can't appreciate the simple things in life. So I guess the answer to the riddle is how to survive in Evergloom. It's the idea that if Evergloom is essentially like the equivalent of hell and it's like filled with demons and stuff, the way that you survive in a world of demons is to understand that demons and like the simple things in life don't mix. So maybe I can try to use that to my advantage if I encounter demons along the way. Okay, that's cool. Do you guys want to see a continuation of Topsoil's adventure to try and become the strongest fighter in the multiverse? What do you guys think of how this battle ended between Topsoil and Mio? Definitely let me know in the comment section below and on our Discord. If you guys would like to see another Ultimate Volition battle, all you have to do is give me the name, powers, appearance description, and reasons for entering the Ultimate Volition Tournament of your character. Make sure that all that information is only like 5 sentences or less. That way I can easily fit all of that information into the world info box for the Ultimate Volition battle. And if I decide to use your character, they'll appear in an Ultimate Volition episode, or even multiple Ultimate Volition episodes, facing off against characters created by other fans in the community. If you guys are excited for daily EI Dungeon 2 videos, definitely make sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. And if you would like your friends to also be able to submit their characters to battle in the Ultimate Volition Tournament, definitely share this video with your friends. That way they can post in the comment section below or on our Discord their character ideas. And maybe your characters and your friend characters and your friends' characters will be able to face off against each other in an epic Ultimate Volition battle. Oh, also, I guess I already mentioned that. I was like, make sure to include why your character is fighting in the Ultimate Volition Tournament. But I guess I want to emphasize what I mean by that is like, what wish do they want? Because when you win the Ultimate Volition Tournament, you get one wish. So make sure that's clear when you're putting in why they're entering the tournament. Don't just say they're entering it for the wish. Say what they want to wish for. Anyways, thank you all once again for tuning in. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jump Like the One Only. Walking out. Peace, guys. Chicken a cow. And if you guys like daily AI Dungeon 2 videos, make sure you check out my ongoing AI Dungeon 2 series, Just Starlight and Zayna, Fairy Monster Hunters. Peace. Chicken a bow.